Now, as you guys see, we just had the No Kings protest here in downtown Manhattan. Uh, like I said, I've made a statement that I am not against our president, Donald Trump. I think that Donald Trump is misunderstood in some ways, you know? He's definitely, excuse me, I'm just coming over a cold, but something caused me to speak on this. You know what I'm saying? President Trump is definitely an enforcer, but we need that in this day and time. Look at these cities like Memphis. Look at these cities like Chicago. Look at the violence that's going on. If it wasn't for martial law, we would have never gotten these people off the streets. The crime would have never stopped. So I think Trump is misunderstood because he doesn't care about being Mr. Nice Guy. When a job has to get done, he gets the job done. Now, I'm not going to say that in a crowd full of people that are against Trump, because I don't got time to be getting into fist fights and all of that. I didn't come here for that. You know what I'm saying? What we need to do in our country is become a little bit more diplomatic and learn to agree to disagree. That's our problem. That's why we turn into a chaotic nation. And we start breaking things, we start destroying things and things of that nature. We don't got time to be destroying our empire. This is ours. You understand? We need more peace. We need more unity. We're called United States for a reason, right? United States. But for some strange reason, we're allowing ourselves to be divided over differences in perspectives, or differences in how we choose to handle things. People need to learn to become more logical and learn how to sit down at the table and have conversations. No more Republican versus Democrat. No more red versus blue. What are we turning into, gangs now? Isn't that the whole purpose to defeat? That defeats the whole purpose. We wiping gangs off the streets, but then our political parties are acting like gangs. Forgive my tone, I'm just a man that is passionate, because people need to hear this. So I'm gonna say it however I have to say it. You know what I'm saying? Just look at my intentions. Look at my heart. My heart is true. My intentions is true. I just mean the best for my people and in my country which I live in. You know, I think Trump is misunderstood. We talk about illegal immigrants and things of that nature. Okay, we've been nice for a long time. You know, we've been nice for a very long time. It's time for us to whip the country back in shape. No more, I mean, I'm not saying that we need to be racist or anything like that. I don't even think Donald Trump is racist, because if he was racist, why would he? I think there's some of his followers that's racist, but I don't think him as a man is racist. We're always going to have cultural differences. You know, that's in any culture. That's in white, black, Indian, Hispanic. Like, everyone has their own culture. And sometimes we misunderstand cultures. But at the same time, though, bro, I'm in New York City right now. I can barely even get a fucking seat on the train. You know what I'm saying? And you try to say we not overpopulated? I used to be in Scranton, Pennsylvania. In the summertime, you get on the buses, there's barely anywhere to sit. We're all living on top of each other. So we need to, forgive me, I know I come off a little bit aggressive, but I just am who I am. I just am who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not apologizing for nothing. So, we're all living on top of each other and things like that. It's to the point to where, as though, you know, people can't even breathe anymore. The air is polluted. Let's talk about air pollution. Let's talk about the pollution of the air. And I'm seeing this in almost every city and every state that I travel to. This makes no sense, right? We got to do a little bit better, man. With our natural resources, with our technology resources. With the ways that we communicate with one another. Because our country is a great country, but it could be so much more better. It could be so much more cleaner. Imagine walking outside, you can... I'm kind of sick right now, but imagine you could just breathe in that fresh air without all of this pollution. We're selling poison to our people. These toxic chemicals, like, listen, nobody today, we have to undo what was done generations ago. That's all of us. That's all the leaders today. That's all the influencers today. That's regular people. Within their families, we have to redo everything that was done. The damage that was done generations ago, especially to our nation. What we've done to our nation. We sell poison to our people. Our people are dying. And there's people that's benefiting from this stuff. Corporations that's benefiting off the death of our people. Don't you want to live? I want to live. That's why I stopped smoking. That's why I stopped drinking, because I want to live longer. I want a longer life. Sobriety matters, you know? But yeah, man, something just put on my heart to speak on this, like, because I just went to this No Kings protest, and, you know, everybody's like, F Donald Trump, F Donald Trump, F Donald Trump. I think people are just misunderstand Donald Trump. And, you know, one thing that I've learned from council members and things of that nature throughout my last 3-4 years of mayors and things that I've met, they always told me, Ant, it's not about what you say, it's about how you say it. And I'm still working on that. So Mayor Brown, if you see me, please forgive me, sir. I'm sorry. But some things have to be said, sir. Some things have to be said, guys. And to all my people in the state of Pennsylvania, what's up, man? Ant Marquise is back.